first I'm going to see a case study in which you can read that problem statement. So this problem statement says that a seminar is being conducted by MC department and it contains some attendees. That means participants. So attendee information should have these elements, and in the information itself it is saying that one or more phone numbers, one or more email addresses, optional title and optional company. So that means you already know how to symbolize this element with proper tags and symbols. Then phone number can be of office number or fax number, or means it becomes again a choice operator. Okay, so the name of the attendee should be given with the first name, last name. That means should be means it is mandatory. So accordingly, you have to deduce the required structure that has to be given for a XML. So based on this problem statement, I'm going to create a sample XML, and then we are going to validate that XML structure with our DTD. So these things we are going to see in today's slot. Okay, so how to create a basic XML structure? Yes, of course, all of you have submitted the assignment 1, but normally what happens was after the practical only you are going to get that assignment, but as practicals have been started late by at least 1 month, so this time it could not happen. Still, no worries. We are going to see in a logical manner how to create a proper XML with any given problem statement. Okay, so in this we are going to take XML structure. Then for this structure we are going to write the DTD also. So both these implementations we are going to see in today's practical slot. So let's start with as only 45 minutes is there for the practical slot. Like normally we will be having 2 hours time. So I'm going to quickly create and show the implementation. Okay. So first of all, what is the need is the need is to create the structure, because once your structure is ready, then at any stage you can write the proper DTD for that. But reverse is not possible. First you are going to write, then accordingly you are going to structurize it. It can be, it can also be done in that way, but it will take some extra efforts. Okay, so better thing is to start with an XML. So for that, what I will do is I will take an XML. Okay, so this is my XML, and first of all we are going to start with that XML PA declaration. It automatically comes when you are using the XML copy editor. Okay, so if you are not using the XML copy editor, you are simply writing in an notepad, then you have to put this PA mandatorily in the first line of statement. Then our problem statement says a seminar is being conducted. Okay, so how to write this XML? Take the element name seminar. This is the first thing that we can do. Okay, so it contains what? It contains attendees. Okay, so that means attendees means these are the participants. So I will take here. So this is again I have expanded. So one or more attendees. Okay, so a seminar generally will be some multiple number of participants will be there. So then only a seminar can be called as a seminar. Otherwise, so that's why. So the special symbols, all those things we will deal with the DTD implementation. That means you can have one more attendee like this. Okay, so because a seminar is multiple attendees gathering, so we are going to have one attendee, then second attendee, then third attendee. So in that way we can have our structure. So let us take, for simplistic understanding, we are going to take only one attendee for our problem statement. Then attendee information should have name, address. Okay, so name, address, one or more phone numbers. So how to expand this information? So first of all, take name. Okay, name. Then it should be containing address. Okay, so address. We are only providing the structure. The information I will put later on. Okay. Then one or more phone numbers. So that means phone numbers should be coming in multiple times also. So I will take phone, then again one more phone. For your understanding only, I am taking in this way. And this, what I will do is I will save this XML like seminar.xml. So this is the name that I want to give for this XML information. Okay. So then what else? One or more email addresses. So yes, I will take the email address also, email. Then optional title and optional company name. So as these are optional, you may take or you may want to omit also. So there will be no problem with this. Suppose I want to omit this title, but or otherwise I want to take this title, or otherwise I may be omitting this company. So what I will do is I will take title. So title means title of the seminar. So this is a seminar on web technologies. So in that way you can have your information. Okay. Then what else? Name of the attendee should be given with first name, last name. So here all this is the title should be attendee information, title, optional title, and company information. Title means not this actually. Whether he is a Mr. or Miss, so this is actually the title for this attendee, because we are explaining the attendee. Okay, so attendee is he a male or a female? So that thing we are going to explain. So that's why title comes here as Mr. Company means if you want to take the company, from which company he is attending this seminar, so that part you can take or you can simply omit. So I rather try to omit this information. Then name of the attendee should be given with the first name and last name. So name is here should be given with first name and last name. Okay, so I will explain with this name. I will elaborate with in this way. Okay, then similarly address should create with a address should create should be created with uh, information like street, city, state, zip. Okay, so this is how it will be. So address should be with street, city, state, and zip. So address, it will be given with street, then city, then state, then zip. So this is how we can create our structure. Okay, so very clear to understand, because simply first on the first iteration what I have done is I have simply understood the problem statement and accordingly tried to implement my own XML in this way. Okay, so then we are going to elaborate with some information. The information is like attendee, and each attendee will be having one ID, some registration number. Okay, so that registration number you can provide like MC 29291, something like that. So that is up to you how to provide with your own information. Then name comes. Name is like some just one Kumar, something like that. So this is the entire name. Okay, if I collapse this name element, the entire first name and last name should not be visible. So plus symbol here denotes for that collapsing and expanding that element. So if I am expanding that, you can see the name of the element which is relevant with the first name and the last name. Okay, so otherwise you can take the last name in that way also, just one Kumar Singh, anything like that. Then coming with that address street, some house number 25, some BVR street, then city is Nagpur, then state is Maharashtra. Okay, so Jeep may be something is like this. Then phone number, multiple phone numbers can be given. So one is a land number which I want to give something like this. Then a phone number with mobile, something like this. Okay. So email address is just one. So just one at the rate gmail.com. So this is how we can create with our own data for this attendee element. And moreover, a seminar may be attended by multiple participants. Okay, so you can have this information expanded by copying this entire attendee, then pasting again, and having your own separate information like something else. Okay, so that part I will not go into much details because that is you can do on your own. So simply we will see for this first attendee information in this way. So, and along with this, we are having some more information like a phone number can be of office number or a fax number. Okay, so this we have not explained anywhere. This we have not explained anywhere. So what I will do is I will try to take this as an attribute, like whether it is a fax number or it is a office number. Okay, so type is something like office. So this is fax. So in that way we can elaborate the information on the given element by using the proper attributes. So this is something like a fax number, which is a landline number, or this is a mobile number, or something related with the office number or home number. So in that way you can attach some metadata information by using the attributes and defining in that way. Okay, so again email also you can be enhancing the information by specifying whether this is a company information, like company type is some company or personal. So in that way also you can elaborate the information. Okay, so I think this much is sufficient as per this particular problem statement. Okay, everything is coming into this XML structure. One or more email addresses. Yes, we have taken multiple. Okay, we will take multiple email addresses here, and just 1, 2, 3, 6 is one more email address which is having at Microsoft or hotmail.com or some yahoo.com. Okay, then one or more email addresses, optional title, optional company name. We have taken only title. Then phone number can be of office and fax number. This is also we have taken, and it is having first name, last name. Yes, that also we have taken. Street, city, state, and zip. This is also we have taken. Okay, so let's check with this structure by clicking on this well-formedness. When I am clicking on this well-formedness, the message seminar.xml is well-formed. It should be appearing. If it is not coming, that means something is mistakenly written by you, that you have to cross-check. Okay, so that means if you have omitted the end codes and I want to check with the well-formedness, it will not be well-formed. You can see that. Okay, so there is an error coming here. Okay, so that's why you have to take all the cautions before checking with this well-formedness. Or suppose I have misspelled with this first name correct मैंने miss out कर दिया, then again it is not going to match with the end element. So that's why the error is coming like mismatch tag. So you have to take the corrective measures there. Okay, so second part is after the well-formedness, as we need to create a valid XML, because a valid XML can only be said when you are writing the DTD. It is now what we have implemented is only the well-formed document. Now the second part is how to write a valid XML for this. So for that what we need to do is we have to create the DTD for this. So for that I will write doc type, and for this element name called as seminar in the same case, and I will open this DTD section here in this way. Okay, so this is how you are going to open up this DTD section for this root element seminar. Now in this DTD internal DTD section, you have to elaborate all the elements, you have to declare all the elements, you have to define all the attributes that you have given in the structure. Whatever you have provided in the structure, everything has to be defined and declared. Okay, so first one is the element seminar. So take the element name as element in all caps. So take the name of the element, and what it is containing is, it is containing, collapse everything under this seminar. You can see only one element, that is attendee. Okay, so write attendee in this particular inner element of seminar. And as it can be occurring multiple times, because a seminar is not attended generally by a single person, it is going to be a gathering. Okay, so multiple seminar, multiple attendee information you may be having in your XML data. So that's why either you can opt for plus symbol or you can opt for star symbol. Okay, so rather I will go with this plus symbol, because at least one attendee should be there before conducting a seminar. Otherwise, for 0 elements, there will not be any seminar without any participant. So that's why I will make this symbol as plus. I may give star also, but star is plus is a much better option before compelling, so that at least one attendee should be available for my seminar. Okay, so next, what else? Second one is, if I open this attendee, I have to elaborate now attendee. Okay, so what I will do is, I will elaborate this attendee, and this attendee is now containing some inner elements. What they are? First one is name, second one is address, then phone, email, then title. So in that way, these inner elements are visible to the attendee. If I collapse, nothing is visible. If I'm expanding, you can see the name is there. See here, the name is there. After the name, address is there, phone, multiple times email, and one time title. So exactly in the same way, in the same order, you have to provide the details under this attendee sub-elements. Okay, so attendee now contains name, comma, then coming with address. Okay, so I will write address, then phone, but phone is coming multiple times. So if you are writing without any symbol, it will give an error. Okay, so multiple times it is coming, so that's why I will write star here. Then email also coming multiple times. You can take plus or star here, because you want to ensure that at least one time email should be provided by the attendee. So in that way, you can compel some validation on the part of the XML structure by providing the proper DTD rules. Then email, thereafter coming with the title. Okay, so this is how we have ordered the elements, and the same order you have to be provided with the XML structure: name, address, phone, email, and title. Okay, so then this attendee element declaration is over. Now we have to move into the internal element name. So provide the internal name element here, name. What it is containing? It is containing another 2 elements, and what they are? They are first name and last name. Okay, and they are occurring only one time, not more than one, not less than one. We don't know if less than 1 means 0, means there may be some rule. You can provide optionally like surname also with some question mark. Okay, with some question mark. So it becomes optional. Either it may be coming 0 time or 1 time. That means if you are taking surname here, or otherwise if you are missing out completely, both are valid. Okay, so both are valid. So I can safely take in this way also. So let it be like this. Then moving on to the next one, as we have explained everything under this name element. As it is coming 0 time, it is not there. Okay, so that you have to understand. Then I am going to elaborate this first name because name is now defined. Then internal part of the name we have to declare. So this name is actually containing the PC data. So that's why what I will write is, so here I will write this as PC data. Okay. Similarly, second one and third one. Second one is last name, and third one is surname. Surname. Okay. So this part is over. Surname, name is over. After the name, we are moving on to the address. Okay. You can see name is containing first name, last name, or any other optional name. Okay. So all these have been explained here. Then we are going to the second element, that is address. So address is containing street, city, state, zip. So you have to open here address, but this address is not a PC data, whereas this address is containing some internal data like street, city, state, and zip. Only one time that they are occurring. Okay, so inside this address we are having street, that you need to elaborate. Then city, that you need to again elaborate. Then state, it's a PC data. Okay, then zip, it's a PC data. Okay, so after this address element we have phone and email. So take those elements. Phone is actually a PC data. So phone and email, they are containing the PC data. And phone is coming multiple times, that is being taken care of at the time of the declaration of attendee. So you need not explain every time it's a PC data. Okay, so only one time you are going to explain it's a PC data, but how many times it can occur, how many times it can be occurring in your element declaration, that you can define with the proper symbols whenever we are going to have the parent element declaration. Okay, so then after the email we have one more last element, that is title. It's again a PC data. And suppose let us check with validation now. We think like we have mostly completed our declaration of the XML, but still what happens, let us check. Okay, so when I am clicking on this validate button, it is giving some errors. Element first name has already been declared. So first name, it is being repeated here. So I am going to remove that. Let's validate this. Yes, you can see an error. Attribute reg is not declared for element attendee. Where is that reg? Here is the reg. So what is this reg? This is a registration ID. So what is this? What is this? Can anyone say? This is an attribute.
Identifier.
Yes, this is an attribute. So we have to define an attribute also. So how to declare this attribute? So for that we have to create an attribute list for this element attendee. Okay, so write the name attendee and then name of the attribute. The name of the attribute is registration ID, something like that, and this can be a unique identifier. Okay, so I will write this as ID and C data, which is I want to have like required. I want to put this as required. Okay. So it is the default attribute declaration that we are not going to use, but you need to understand there is an element name attendee. For this, registration is the attribute name, and it can be an identifier or simply it may not be. Okay, if you do not want to take this as an identifier, simply omit this, and that's also fine. But you have to provide a default value. You can provide a default value with that. Let us see. Then Then type is not declared, so move to the bottom of this phone element where type is declared. Okay, so second element type, I will copy this. This is a, for the phone element, type is the attribute name and it is having C data. Whether you want to have it is in a compulsory manner or not, that you can explain by saying like this. If I put implied, that means it becomes optional. If I put type, it becomes optional. Okay, so in that way you can create your own DTD declarations, and let us check now. Yes, now the XML is valid. Or you may want to take as a choice operator also. Either you can take fax, pipe symbol, office. Yes, that is also fine. So then you have to change accordingly for the implied with the choice operator, or with the default operators also. So if we didn't say anything, it should be a type. So all these implementations you can try it out. So basically, this is how we can write our own XML plus DTD for any given problem statement. Okay, so it is now well formed. The well formed message is also coming, and I am clicking the second button. The valid message is also coming exactly for the given structure. Okay, so now see here, if I am providing the surname, then also it's fine. Suppose I will write Yadav here. Okay, so I am going to click on this valid because it's a question mark. Even if it is occurring or not, it doesn't impact the XML structure or with the DTD, with the provided DTD. Or similarly, if I miss out this one, see here, I am cutting it out and I am clicking on this, it is still valid because it is implied. So any doubts for this practical example? How many of you not understood? Any doubts? So that I will explain. If you are having any doubt, just ask now itself, so that you can be having better clarity. But I will understand. So on the same line, we have one more problem statement for a different implementation. A bookstore contains book and shipping elements. Each of the book is shipped having its own shipping ID and some duration to deliver. Write a valid DTD. Valid means XML plus DTD. Okay, so whenever we are saying that valid XML, that means you should understand the meaning is XML plus DTD. Whenever we are saying valid XML, because without DTD, no XML can be a valid XML. Or without schema, XML schemas are there. Without schema or DTD, no XML can be a valid XML. Okay. So let us quickly create this example also. I will start with this. What is the problem statement? The problem statement is saying like a bookstore is there and it is containing book and shipping elements. Okay. So first of all, write the bookstore. Open that, and that bookstore is containing two elements, two internal elements. One is book and the second one is shipping. This is the structure. Then each of the book is shipped having its own shipping ID. So that means these have to be connected with some ID and ID refs. So the meaning says that book has to be connected with the shipping by properly having a book ID or shipping ID in that way. Okay, so shipping, first of all, let's take with this book element. Book element is having shipped by S2 or S1. The book name is Len Java. And there may be one more book. It is having some Len .NET. Okay. So this is second book that we have defined here. Then we will be having some connection to this shipped by. So that's why in the shipping, What I will take is I will take ship ID, which is uh, yes one, and one more ship ID, ship 2, and this shipping is containing some duration to deliver. Every shipping is having some duration attached to that, so it will be taken like this duration from 2 to 4 days, and second element duration is for the 1 day. Okay, so now I will save this XML as bookstore.xml, so that I will store here. And so this is the entire XML that we can provide for our problem statement. Okay, let us check once again. A bookstore contains book and shipping elements. This is the book element and shipping element, and each of the book is shipped having its own shipping ID and some duration to deliver. So each of the book is actually connected with this shipping. It is having some duration. So this may be operated with a courier service or some travel service, something like that. Okay, we are not bothered about those details. Then write a valid XML. So that means I think we have taken everything as per with the given problem statement. Now let us take first, before taking the DTD, let us check whether it is well formed or not. Okay, this is well formed. So very good. So then next step is to create with the DTD. How to create the DTD? So take this doc type. What is the root element? Root element name is bookstore. So take this bookstore, open and close, then expand this DTD. So this is the internal DTD explanation section. So in that we have to write everything, whether it is an element or an attribute, everything we have to write. So how to write? So what I will do is, first of all, I am going to define with an element. What is the root element? Root element is bookstore, and this bookstore is not PC data. Okay, if I collapse, it is not having the PC data, but whereas it is containing some inner elements. The inner elements are, first one is, you can see book. Okay, so I will write book here, and book is coming multiple times. So thereby I will opt plus or some star symbol. Then coming with the shipping element. So shipping is again coming multiple times. So it may be star or plus. That's all. Okay, so this is how we have to define the root element bookstore. After this definition, now let's define this book element. So what this book element is containing? This book element is containing directly PC data. So that's why what I will write here is PC data. Okay, then this PC data, this is book. Yes, this book is actually containing with some attributes also. So you can optionally take attribute itself here. It is here the order is not actually that much important. For the book element, there is a attribute called as shipped by, and which is actually this is the primary ID and this is the foreign key. So what I will write here is ID ref, and ID ref is actually implied. So in that way I can create my own rule on this. Now let us explain the second one, that is shipping. Okay, I will copy entire this part and I will explain the shipping. This shipping is actually containing one more element that is called as duration. So here the PC data will not come, here it will come as duration, and again you have to elaborate that duration as PC data. So this is the PC data. So then this PC data is actually coming the duration, it is coming with the PC data. Then what is remaining is shipped ID. Okay, so I am copying this attribute list I'm pasting this, and here I'm going to change this shipping, and with this ship ID, and this is now an ID which is required. Okay, so this is required. That's all. I think we have covered everything. Properly I have defined the book attribute shipped by, book attribute shipped by, then shipping attribute with this ship ID. So both these have been covered. Now let us validate this. There are many errors. Shipped by has already been declared for element book. Ship by. Where is that? Book is shipped by, and shipping is okay. Okay, it is repeated actually. Okay, it is repeated. Element shipping is referenced in a content model but was never declared. Shipping. Where is that shipping? Element shipping is given with duration. Yes. Element shipping is referenced in a content model but was never declared. Shipping. Okay. This I have declared actually. The wrong part is here the 3 times P is coming, and whereas when we have declared here only 2 times it is coming. That is the error actually. So you have to take care of all the syntaxes also for the proper rendering. Now you can see the bookstore is valid. So here the meaning says like the book learn Java is going to be shipped within 2 to 4 days, and whereas this book learn .NET is referenced with S2, so thereby it can be shipped within 1 day. So now any doubts? We have taken with that attributes, ID refs, IDs, and multiple occurrences, DTD, element declaration, and everything.